is up, everybody? Oh man, hold on. I think I gotta fix this. There we go. First time on YouTube, and we're here. I mean, not YouTube, I'm sorry, TikTok. We are on YouTube, we are on Twitch, we are on Rumble, we are also on... what else are we on? I think we're on Kick. We're sort of on Kick, not really on Kick. It's more of a bot fest, but you know, we try. We do try. All right, so today, my good friends, we are gonna be remixing for our Zelda New-Fi album coming out very, very, very soon. We're remixing some songs. Now, if you guys don't know what New-Fi is kind of like this stuff right here. It's lo-fi, but it has live instrumentation in it. Not only does it have live instrumentation, it also dabbles with like 80s synth sounds and guitar sounds. There's always a live bass in there. Rarely ever will you hear a synth bass. And it's mostly a good mix of live lo-fi, 80s synth wave. It's a nice little mix, and that's what New-Fi is. So we're doing a New-Fi album. We got most of the songs for this Zelda New-Fi album, and yeah, we're gonna be doing it. We're recording specifically on Pro Tools this evening, and we got all the live instrumentation laid down. I think it was last week we got the last of it for right now. I think we got everything we need for the 8 songs. We might go back and we might call our buddy KB back in here to lay down maybe some sax or flute or whatever. The case may be. That's him right there. Oh, man. He's just so good, isn't he? He's fantastic. All right. And another thing for all my friends on Twitch. All my friends on Twitch, all my friends on YouTube, we are keeping it squeaky clean here for this stream. Like super squeaky clean. We're not gonna cuss. We're gonna try to be as clean as humanly possible. So anyway, let's get to our mix right now. We have, so far, we are remixing the song Orden Village from Twilight Princess. So I was listening back to it a little bit. There's some stuff that needs to be changed that I do need to work with. It's some of it's, I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to make it sound dope and give it an 80s vibe, but yet at the same time, I don't think it's the type of song that we could just lay down. We could just lay down just cheesy synth sounds and some cool drums. We did lay down some cool live drum samples, which are pretty lit. So let's give it a listen. I took the melody out, and I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, so this is the melody as of right now. Gotta actually bring that down in the mix a little bit. It's way too loud. Too loud, guitars. Chill out. Chill out. All right, yeah, that DX7 is great. Those DX7 key sounds are cool. Way too high, though. Hold on, they're really high in the mix. Where in the heck are they? Here they are. All right, so what I also did here was, there are a bunch of arpeggiated parts that were originally... Hold on 1 second, let me get them here. I think they're right here. All right, they kind of sound like that. I did like the synth sounds, but then I'm like, it kind of takes away from the authenticity. So what I did was I just I duplicated these tracks and I added actual string plucks in here, which give it more of that vibe. So if here it is. Hold on. Should be which I kind of liked, and I panned the analog string sounds to the right, center right of the track, and then I put more of the synth plucks on the left-hand side. So it kind of gives it separation, but at the same time, it kind of fills it up and it doesn't clutter. And that's what I'm trying to do here. And I'm going to see what else I'm going to be adding to this. And together, if we could get them together, let's do it. They sound like this. There we go. Let's just go to 5 here. And I still want the I still want the strings to sound organic in this, at least the plucks in them, the staccato plucks. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to bring the staccato plucks down a little bit, because we also do want to give it more of a new wave like vibe in there. So we'll mix it in like that, and it should sound good. Now, my original drum track in this was right here. No, I'm sorry. That's the new drum track we put in. All right, now if you guys are musicians and you guys are hip to music, the vibe I was going for on drums here was almost the what's it called? 7 Days by Sting, the Vinnie Colaiuta drum track, and that sound with a little bit of reverb in it, but with a lot of punch on the bass drum. And I wanted it to be extremely, extremely polished. So that's what I was going for. Monk, what's going on? S-Boss, what's up? What's the plan? So what's the plan with this Zelda song once you're done with it? Well, we're making a whole Zelda lo-fi album. We are streaming live on TikTok, so we're keeping it super clean today. Squeaky. You get Squeaky PG Wolf today. I might let Miss Wolf sit in. I'm sorry, I was not reading chat because I'm so into the production aspect of this. And I'm trying to cater to our friends on TikTok as well. And see what could happen. All right, now real quick before I do that, I if someone could go on TikTok really fast and just let me know what it looks like, because I don't know what it looks. Does it look cluttered? Because I see a lot of stuff in there. I don't on the actual preview. I really didn't fix it up that much. I did not fix it up that much, but it's fine. Hopefully it comes out great. All right, so yes, always PG right here. Yes, you're an angel, S-Boss. Thank you. I can go look in just a minute. Thank you so much, S-Boss, for helping me out. Guys, we are streaming live on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick, and on Rumble. We're on many platforms, 5 platforms today, including TikTok, for the first ever music stream on TikTok. So if you guys don't know who I am, let me just introduce myself to all the TikTokers. My name is Wolf. I do a lot of music production for a living, but we've been diving deep. This has been a 2-year project trying to do about 8 remixed Zelda songs, almost for easy listening, so that other content creators and YouTubers can use in their videos, or maybe just a casual listen. If you guys love Zelda music and you love the arrangements, this is basically it. We're going to show you how we do it and go step by step. If you're a music fan, just yeah, that's it. We do have, by the way, on Twitch, guys, we have no TTS and we have no redemptions today, okay? And it's all the way on the top. It says it right up there. Don't use your redemption points. They are non-refundable. All right, anyway, we're gonna continue with this music. And let's do it. All right, so like I said, the drums were kind of a lo-fi beat. I could bring those back if you guys want and let you guys listen to it. I think it's right here, actually. Show, make, after. Is this it? No, those are new. I think it's this one, show, make, active. Yes, I think this is it right here. All right, this was the original drum track. Here we go. I think that, oh yes, hold on. Why isn't this playing? Let me go up. Yeah, it should be playing. It's right. Oh, it comes in here. That's why. Okay. So these are the original drums. Which I might keep. I'm not sure if I'm keeping these. Or if I blend them, I don't know what would happen. You know, that could actually work, to be honest. Okay, let's add some bass. Now, I mean, the best way to listen to this stuff, guys, if you have a set of headphones, I would suggest you wear your headphones. If you have some AirPods with some noise cancellation and some bass on it, that would help tremendously to actually hear some of the frequencies on the tracks that you can't hear straight off your phone. So try to do it. Yo, Corey, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for being here. All right, so we have a live bass in here. So what I would do here, I have this awesome plugin. It's called Infinity Bass, and I think it's by Slate Digital. I do believe it's Slate Digital, but it will take the frequency and it will give it a sub, which is super important. Let's see if we could activate the plugin. There we go. All right. I just activated the plugin, and I don't know if you guys could actually see the plugin. But, yeah, let me do it. Oh, yo, thank you for the gifts, man. Username sent a gift. Thank you so much for the 30. I don't know what that is. Oh, my God. This is my first time on TikTok. So, guys, please don't judge me. Streaming live on TikTok. We've been on TikTok for a minute, but never really posted. We do a lot of gaming streams, and we're a bit over the top sometimes, especially with language. But I thought I would keep it, like, really clean because I don't want to get shadow banned. There you go. All right, so let's try to do this the right way. I added some infinity bass to the bass sound, and you could hear, I'll go on and off with it so you guys could give it a listen. And like I said, if you were in headphones, that's your best bet to really hear the difference, especially for some subs. So this is just regular bass. Now, here we go. There you go. And now we added some nice sub to it too. Not too much. It's about 25% in that, like, 30 to 60 sub frequency on the EQ. But it gives a really cool, like, almost Thundercat vibe to it. It kind of makes it sound synthy. It's like double stacked with a little bit of chorus on it. So it'll give it some depth. All right, so now I'm thinking of bringing back these drums, this other drum track that I did. All right, so we got that down. Let's get to the, this is Orden Village, by the way, from Twilight Princess, if you guys have played the game. One of my favorite tracks. And the hard thing with these songs is they're so melodically major scale and not really minor scale. So it sounds really happy. And it's hard to make a really happy song like this cool and not cheesy. So it's a work in progress. So let's see what we got so far. We added some 80s guitars in here in the style of like Dan Huff and Steve Lukather. Put a lot of like 80s grease on it just to make it, because they just cut through the synths so well. And then while we were there, I added some DX7 piano sounds in here as well. But of course, I am going to add other pads and stuff and some more modern sounds and more modern takes. But it's a work in progress. All right, now for the lead, I had some stuff, but the one thing I do want to check on real quick, I had my buddy Kev lay down some saxophone in here, and I think this is what I came up with it. Hold on, let's see if it's here. All right, so what I'm thinking this might need, actually, I need more movement. If I'm not using these other lo-fi drums here, which is basically this, because I don't like whatever they tried to do to make it lo-fi, whatever frequency this is, I can't even, like, right? Yeah, that. Whatever that is. Yeah. I'm not, it's just crazy because it's, oh God. This is the thing when you try to get like, I'm like, I usually use a loop. I'll use a loop. I'll download any loop just to get the song started that has that feel and and then I'll make my own drum loop to put into it. But then, like, the thing is, when you get these drum loops, you get so used to them, you build the whole track around them, and then you kind of have to build the same drum loop. But then I'm like, hey, maybe if I try this or if I try something different, it'll sound better. I sent you on DM on your TikTok. Everything looks fine, but there's a weird... Wait, let me see. There's a weird red line going through the screen. That's interesting. I don't know what that line is, bossy. I have no idea. I'm going to have to figure this out. Maybe a little later on. We'll see what's going on. But thank you for checking, bossy. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Hold on. 1 second. All right, I think we're going to have to track some live congas on here. I think it's going to have to be live conga. Oh, darn it. All right. Let's set it up. Gonna have to set it up. Get the old XLR out. Run a microphone. Because this is what we need to do. This is live, so you guys get to see how the frustrating production aspect of everything works. All right. Got that into the interface. I am using an SSL 2 Plus interface just to do some tracking. And I don't know what microphone I'm gonna use. I'm thinking I might use an ML2 microphone from Slate. I do have it. Where is it? Not the ML1. How is the ML2? I don't know where the ML2 is. I could use the SM7B too. I mean, where did I put that microphone? I have another SM7B. I can't see anything down there. Hold on. Let's see if we find this thing. Headphones, microphone. Or you know what? Let's just. What's in here? Oh no, these are my pedals. Okay. Where did the mic go? Oh, here it is. All right, I got an ML1. I'll just use the ML1. That'll work. That'll definitely work. Okay. So this is a Slate Digital ML1 microphone. It's a modeling microphone. But it's actually, look, it's not the greatest microphone, but it models really well. So, all right, we gotta stand. All right, there we go. Okay, we got a stand. And what we're going to try to do is add some congas in here and make it sound cool. Give it some vibes and some movement because the drums are very simple. Drums are super simple. They don't have a lot of movement. So we're going to add some movement and just some vibes to make it sound cool. And usually I would use a dynamic microphone here, but I cannot find my ML2. I was not prepared to track. I was just gonna do like some keys stuff and then. All right. So here I have my conga. Shout out to my girl Crystal Percussion. All right. So let's get some sounds real quick. We'll make an audio track. We'll start tracking some congas. Actually, could I track it on here? I probably could. All right, let's rename that conga. And I'll put this other microphone, which is here. Actually, you guys could see it here, right? That's fine. All right, so I don't have to move another microphone off my keyboards. Let's do that, and we'll see what it says. Okay. Hit record. This is probably going to be input number 2, which is correct. I got to put on the, there we go. Put on the phantom power. Why is there so much latency? Is there a plug in here that I don't need? There is latency, but it's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play it. Okay, got that. Let's take these out real quick. Hold on. Let's get rid of you, make inactive, make this one inactive. I think we got rid of the latency. Okay, so let's just, we'll play this really quick, and then, I don't know if I'm going to play it all the way through or if I'll copy and paste it. We'll see what happens. We'll try to get a groove going with this. Let me make sure I have my click here. Do I have a click track here? I do have a click track. Okay, perfect. All right, let's bring this up a little bit in the mix. All right, that should be good. And let me shut this off. Okay. Now let's get this going. I'll mute this microphone for a second, and we'll get this going. All right, here we are. One more time. I might have to stand for this one. All right. So, I think we got that done. Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's see here. Let's give it a quick listen. I think that was on a stereo track. I needed that on a mono track. All right. Yeah, let's delete this. We'll do it again. Let's add a new mono track. We'll call this conga. All right. This is going to be on channel 2. And let's give it another run. Here we go. All right, I think that's all we need. Okay, so here, let's see what we got in the mix window. Not in the mix window, in the edit window. Okay, let's first off, let's take off all this before it. And let's just give it a listen just by itself. So that would be right here. This is just bare bones. All right, so let's loop this really quick. And while we're looping it, let's figure out what microphone we want to use for this conga. What we're gonna model it after. I don't know if you guys could see this, but I could bring it up if need be. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can't see this. So hold on one second. Let me see what I could do here. Add source. Okay, I'll window capture, and let's see if we could do... I don't think we can. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I think I would have to do a display capture. Anyway, Let's do an ML1. Continue. I don't think we need a rumble filter, but why not? Let's do it. And choose microphone. All right. What are we gonna choose here? We're gonna use a 67 or an 80. No. Let's use a 67. See how this. There we go. I love it that they have a reverse phase button on here. This is without, bypassed, this is with. All right, we got that. We got the microphone we want. Let's add the preamp. I like using this Neve preamp that they have. So hold on, let me go all the way down here. I know you guys probably can't see all the plugin stuff that I'm trying to pull up, but all right, let's get rid of this. We need plugins. Here we go. We got a Neve pre here. Give it some drive. There we go. Let's give it a little bit of compression. Even out some of those transients. Where are you, sir? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here we go. That's one there. Add one of these as well. Oh, you guys could hear that, huh? All right. And let's go to. We're really crushing it on this one, the sound. Now, just really quick, I want to add a little bit of reverb just to make it blend in a little better. I use the ROM reverb. All right, this is way too much, by the way. The preset is way too much. Let's hear it with some drums. I think the drums have too much reverb too. Lower the decay a little bit. There we go. There is an annoying frequency on here that I'm going to try to change. All right, let's go to EQ. I like using the FabFilter Pro. Okay, let's get some of this out. There it is. There we go. Take some of that out. Oof. I want to hear more of the slaps. My buddy Wes was here. He's an incredible sound engineer. The dude's like a legit sound engineer. Like, legit sound engineer. I just try to do what sounds good. He'd probably be laughing at me. All right, now, since everything is gridded in this song, I'd love to keep this free flow like vibe on the congas. Now, what I'm going to try to do really quick is see how it sounds if I use Beat Detective to really lock it in with the grid. And if it sounds too robotic, then maybe we'll go back to what it is. but we're going to try to align this with the grid right now. So let's capture selection. We'll analyze it to beats. There we go. And if you guys have an issue seeing this, let me make this a little bigger for y'all. There we go. All right. So on the top here, you guys will see that this is the selection of the congas that we just chose right here. So clip separation, we're going to separate the clips. We're going to do clip conform. So it's going to put it right on the grid. Let's see how much we messed up and how laid back we were. Here we go. Boom. About that. That's not bad at all. That's pretty much, that's as good as it gets live. I mean, I could have got it tighter if I wanted, but I wanted to lay back a little bit. So let's hear how it sounds now that it's locked into the grid. It actually sounds great. It makes it flow better. It doesn't drag it as much. I think we're going to keep it like this. So, all right, we put the transition. Boom. All right. All right, that sounds cool. Now what we'll do is we'll just copy and paste this to where we need it. Boom, boom. That's good. Boom. Bring this here. And do that and this. And we might, yeah, let's crossfade this out. And let's... All right, that's good. That's the end of the song. Then what I'm going to also do is set up a cymbal, like an actual cymbal. And I'll be adding some ride stuff to it, some cymbal swells. I like using the real stuff. I don't like using the actual samples for that. I feel like cymbals need to be live, man. They need to be live, and you need to play it for the song. So, all right. We got congas there. We're good to go with that. Now, what I do want to do is add maybe a shaker. I don't have any shakers on me, believe it or not. So I'm going to just play it on the keyboard and get that sound there. So let's do new. Let's go to stereo. Let's go to instrument track. And we'll call this one shaker. Boom. And there we go. Now for that, we're probably going to pull up battery for this. Or, you know, I don't know if I want to try that. Let's see what they got. Screw it. All right, so on Contact 8 for, hold on, let me see. All right, Contact 8 is here. They have a new sound. This is by Native Instruments, by the way. They have this new bank called Session Percussionist. And not only do they have shakers and stuff, but they add other little percussion as well. So we could go through it, see if we could build up something, maybe even for the chorus or for the bridge, and see what that sounds like. Okay, let's... No. Let me just hit percussion here. I know you guys can't see this, so I do apologize. You know what? I could probably set this up so that you guys can see it. All right, 1 second. Let me do this the right way. Do this like this. I'll try to fit this up here so you guys could actually see this. All right, let me move this here. Let me put this up here like this. Maybe this will work. I'm doing this for the... where the heck is it? All right, I'll add this on OBS. Should work on OBS. All right, go on OBS and let's add... see if the window works here. Call it plugin. There we are. Okay, what window do I want to capture? I might have to do display capture on this, actually. Anyway, while we're setting that up, let's listen to this this track real quick and see what we're going to be adding. All right, so that's the conga that we just recorded. Yo, thank you, Corey. Thank you so much, brother. Let's hear it with some bass. All right, that's a guitar solo we added. I wanted to add something besides saxophone in there. I wanted it to cut a little bit more, but I got to take out all the other melodic parts though. So, where is it? Is it here? Nope, it's right here. I think it's right there. Okay. So that was cool. I'm still trying to get this plugin thing up. I swear to you. All right. Oh, 1 second. I think we got it here. Hold on. Let me just, I'm fixing this real quick, y'all. So sorry. All right. I want to do this. Oh, gosh. All right. Is it back here? Yeah, it is. No, that's OBS. I guess it's here. Oh, no, it's not going to make me do it. Okay, forget it. Because I have Pro Tools open. Of course it's not going to make me do it. All right, forget it, guys. You don't get to see the plugins. I'm sorry. But there is a plugin called Session Percussionist. It's in Contact 8 from Native Instruments. So I'm going to pull that up real quick. And hold on, let me see here really fast. Okay, I just want to open this. Does it work? Shaker. Let's see. I guess I got to pick something here. 6/8. All right, I'll just pick one of these. Go all the way to the 6/8 colors. Fine. I'll just switch it when I get in. All right, so I'm starting to load this bank up, and here we go. Okay, so let's give it a listen to see what they got here. But let me... It's so easy to make music these days, just with stuff like this. It's incredible. Don't need that. Don't need it. I just need some shaker stuff, but... And I need something in 4/4. No, I need something in 4/4. 4/4. Something in 4/4, please. Please. All right. I mean, I guess this will work. Let's see what shaker stuff they have on here. Hopefully they have good shaker stuff. And why is this not? Okay, I can use it from here. No, no, no. Let's go down. All right, so what I don't need... All right, we'll play our own shaker then. That could work. All right, let's give it a run. Let's see what it sounds like. All right, now what we're going to do is let's go to the top of where the groove starts here. We're going to go right here, and we're going to record this shaker part. All right, let's just hear the drums and the shaker and the conga. See what it sounds like. Actually, I'll give it a little, we'll do it right here. And go. All right, now we're starting to kind of find the vibe. Try it again. I know this is going to drive you crazy. It's a 3-bar intro. All right, that's enough there. I just want to get to the chorus part here, the bridge part. Think it's here? All right, that's where the snare comes in. All right, we'll go right around there. Oh, shucks. Let's go back a little bit more. Right here. some simple ones so we could. All right, now we got those. Let's quantize these real fast so that they're on. Let's hear the beginning of it. Let's hear it with the rest of the music. Okay, I mean, that's not bad. Let's hear this. Lower these guitars. All right. So I'm hearing something with the sax solo real quick that I do want to fix. It sounds good. It sounds good. But I think we need to possibly double up this sax. So. Yo, what's up, Hazy? How you doing? Hazel on TikTok right now. Hi, Hazel. We're doing a music stream. And since I could keep it clean on a music stream and I don't cuss, you know, might work out. Music streams are probably going to be the only thing we stream on here. All the other stream stuff we'll do on Twitch. Playing games, etc. Etc., etc., etc. Okay, where's the sax solo? Sax solo, where you at? Where you at? We're gonna do some stuff to it to see if it's good or not good. Here it is. Sax solo is right here. And you know what? I just want a waveform here. Beautiful. All right, this looks blown out, but it isn't, I promise. Let's duplicate it. All right, now what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. This is fun. I hope. Please don't crash, Pro Tools. Thank God. Save. Fuck, it's going to crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. It might crash. It might crash. Then we're going to have to go to, sorry. Which I really don't want to go to. Man, this circle of death is still circling. Oh, no. Please don't crash. I don't want to mess with it. I feel like if I mess with it, it's just going to go to crap. Oh, no. No, it white screened. Oh, you know what this means. We're just one step away from disaster happening. Yup, there it goes. Bye, Pro Tools. Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll figure it out. I don't know how far we got, but hopefully when I open it up. Anyway, since that's happening, I'm going to take a really quick break. I'll be right back, y'all. Thank you so much. And I guess I'll play some... what are we going to play? We'll do the old Korok Forest that we did. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Here we are. Okay, so where do we leave off? Oh yeah, everything crashed and burned. That's where we left off. All right, so let's go to our backup. Hopefully it backed up. Man, that's the one thing I hate about Pro Tools. I wish it would back up a lot more. And it doesn't. This could be good. Let's open it up, see what we got. Well, we'll see what happens. And we're waiting. Oh, are you? I know what you're talking about, Bossy, if you're still there. I think that line is, I'm gonna have to situate this a little better. I wish I could do it all through OBS, but I need to use TikTok Live to make this work. Unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to use TikTok Live. Yeah, guys, we're waiting for this to boot up. Give it a second. Plugins are going in. I can't believe it crashed. Oh my goodness. All right, here we are. I think we're back up and running. Perfect. Okay, we're back up. There we are. Okay, so let's see. All right, we got the conga track on. That's good. And the shaker track. Perfect. Oh, God, thank you. Oh, that is so awesome. All right, so now all I got to do is redo that. You know what? I'm just going to call this Orden Village. Let's switch this to Orden Village V2. So we know what's up. All right, cool. I got that saved. I'm happy about that. We'll call this version 2. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to simplify this shaker track before we work on the sax real quick, because listening back, it don't sound too hot. So let's all right, here we go. Okay, we got that. Let's quantize this really quickly. Boom. And let's paste it a few times and let's give it a listen with the groove to see if it clicks. All right, that's good. So what we'll do here, let's join these together. And then let's paste these there. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take it out of here because here we're going to change the pattern. All right, let's change the pattern there. We'll just do 16th notes. That's cool. Let's quantize all that. Perfect. And then boom. And there we go. We got our bridge pattern here. All right, let's put some EQ on this. Right there. There we go. And just a little, just a touch, a kiss of compression on this thing. Not too much. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. There we go. There we go. What's up, Corey? Corey, how you doing, bud? You doing good? There we go. That should cut through nicely. Let's hear it with the drums and the congas. All right, now it's moving. Now it's starting to move. I mean, we might add some extra percussion in there, but for right now, I love what we got. Let's save. Because you know Pro Tools, if you don't save, bruh. If you don't save, you're done. All right, let's get to the sax, and let's work on this saxophone. I do want to work on the sax. ¿Dónde está? Where are you, sax? I know I saw you before. A lot of tracks on this thing. All right. I think it's Kevin's sax main. I think this is it. The solo. Let me see something. I don't see it. Oh, it's going on playlists. That's why. Waveform. Boom. Okay, so this should be the sax solo right here. All right, let's strip it down first. So we'll bypass all this other stuff we got on here. You could hear all the breaths. It's so annoying. Put the reverb back on. You know what? While I'm here, let me fix this. Oh my gosh. All right. All right, first let's cut there. Let's ease this in. There we go. Let's hear how it comes in. No, still too strong. Still too strong. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's do it right here. Yeah, that's more like it. That's awesome, Corey. I'm happy to hear, man. Good for you, bud. I hope you enjoy it. All right. Can't put that together. Let me save this. Save. All right. I'm going to duplicate this. Duplicate, but we don't want inserts. We don't want sends. We don't want group assignments. We don't want automation. None of this shit, just playlist. Boom. Okay, perfect. Now what we could do is we could start from scratch. Let's listen to both of them together. gonna get funky with it. We're gonna try to find something that that'll give it some cool sounds or whatever. Just change it up. So what I like doing, believe it or not, when I'm working with any instrument like this, I like going to whatever guitar plugin I have, like guitar amp plugin, and they usually have like cool effects and stuff on there that I could start from and build up. Or there's this awesome one called Ovox, but that's a last resort if I really can't find anything I'm inspired by. So we'll go to Guitar Rig 7. This is also a Native Instruments plugin. And I know you guys can't see. You know what? I could probably drag it into TikTok so at least TikTok could see it. We'll try to do it. Where's it at? I don't even know. Oh, it's right here. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, this is it. So let me do add source. If it'll allow me to add a source. Okay, then. Not a source, damn it. Okay, there we go. And we'll do a display capture if they have one. Please tell me you have a display capture. And I'm not allowed to capture displays. Fantastic. Okay, forget it. You guys can't see it. You'll hear it, though, I promise. So let's start off with, we're just going to loop this part. You're going to hear it over and over again until we do it right. And it's giving it a real chorusy vibe. But now we're not going to, just so you guys know, we're not just going to play it with this effect. This is going to be an effect that we kind of blend into the actual sax solo. So if this is the effect we agree on, let's say, right? Now we're going to turn on his main one, unbypass the reverb and the delay, and we'll hear it blended in. I'll do it slowly. You guys could see the fader right there. I'm gonna blend it in slowly until I get the sound I want. Let me add some compression on there so it brings it up a little bit too. All right, that's good. Now, what I'll do here, I'll duplicate this other one. I'm actually going to do inserts as well on this one. Okay, let's save. Only save, because you know how it ends up here. All right, we'll save. And this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down an octave. So we're going to go to a pitch here. Now, I could use auto-tune, but what I'm going to use is Vocal Bender. I like Vocal Bender a lot. It's a great plugin. So what it does is, of course, it's kind of like auto-tune, but not really. So now we got like this tenor part in here, which is fun. So now when you hear it with the actual sax, and we can blend it in, and the effect. And to make it even more evident, what I'll do is I'll keep the bass one a little lower than the main one, just a wee bit. Keep it in the middle. I'm going to pan one of the effects left. And then I'm going to take the same effect one. Ooh, hold on. Let's make sure. Hold on. Save, baby. Save. Okay. Take this effect one here. We're going to dupe this guy. Boom. Same thing with inserts. We're going to throw it there. Comes up with another one. We're going to bring this all the way to this side. If I'm correct, yes. Put this all the way to the right. But I also want to find another effect that's kind of spacey like this. So let's see what this does. All right, let's find it. We got to find it. We got to find it. And if this doesn't work, we could go to, actually, you know what would kind of work here? Special effects. Let's go to special effects. What's this? Okay. Hold on, just go from here to here. Okay. We don't want that. That could be cool. Let's hear it with the rest of them. All right, I kind of like that. If I don't like it, I could always change it. I'm going to group these together to sax. Boom. Okay, I got a different name. 1 second. Let's call this group Sax Solo 2. Okay. Now all these faders move together, so it's easier for me to... Okay. Sounds good in there. Let's listen to the track, see what else we need. We got the shaker in. We kind of got the drums done. Just got to add a cymbal, live cymbal there. I'll do that on another day. Do a cymbal swell right here. Yo, username, thank you so much. On, that's what it's coming up as. On TikTok. Man, I need that shaker to be a little more wet. It's just so in your face. Let's see how it sounds now. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's hear it. Okay, let's save this. I am so scared. I am saving after every little thing I do now. All right, so for keys, what is going on here? Okay, let me start another instrument track here. I wanted to add some keys in the keys new, I'll call it, because I don't know what I'm adding yet, and then I'll change the name when I'm ready. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's go to instruments. We're going to go to... I'm going to try Serum 2. I just got Serum 2. I haven't really messed with it yet, but... Cancel that. Let's see what we got in the factory settings under keys or piano. Ambient piano. Okay. I don't know why this isn't working. All right, let's save real quick, and then we'll get back to this. For some reason, just ain't working, man. Save. All right. I have to reload it. I gotta see why this isn't working for some reason. Well, that would explain it. Guys, when it's not working, it usually means it's not plugged in. That seems to be the issue. So we're gonna plug it in. It's down here. Hey. Got it. How did I forget to plug this in? There we go. Should be fine now. All right, we should be good. Let's load up Pro Tools again. Close the program. Yes, okay. And boom. Trying it one more time. Da-da-da-da-da. Now I forgot the chords, so I'm going to have to relearn them. I haven't tracked this song in a year. We'll get it done, though. All right, it's loading. As it's loading. Let's see what we got going on all my other Chats, who do we got? Dude, I know we got my boy Corey here. Corey's never away. Corey is always with us. Hello, Corey. He's always there, man. Always there. That's why we love Corey. All right. We're building, we're building, we're building. No. No to you, sir. Oh, yeah, we're working. Okay, good. Good. I thought we had that, though. Let me just double check everything. Ambient piano should be working. It's very odd. Switch this up real quick. Let me go to instrument. Oh, I see what I... Well, how did that happen? How did that happen? All right. It did it as an audio track. That's very odd. Could have sworn I did instrument track. All right, let's move this over here then. Get rid of this guy completely. There we go. And let's see what we got here. All right, so it's in C. Yo, that release, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo. Shorten it up just a little bit. What the heck? Go down here like this. Needs to shorten up even more. All right, what are we doing for reverb here? Because this is out of control, dude. This is so out of control. I almost took the reverb off completely, and it's still... Oh my gosh, I can't use this. Let's see what else we got. That's cool. Let's see if we could add some stuff to here. All right, so... Cheese and crackers, what the... Going back down to 64 samples. Oh my gosh. It is crackling like crazy. I gotta get a streaming PC, man. You know what I think it is too? TikTok is heavily resource heavy. I think that's what's going on. I wish I could just stream out of OBS. Alright, we gotta get rid of whatever it is there that we were recording before, because it's overlapping. So... right there. Alright, cool. Get rid of that. Oops, wrong one. Nope. There it is. Okay. Fuck that one up. Ugh. So it's dun, da, da. No, it's damn it. I came in late. Nope. One more time. Just hear this back. Right. The problem is that, yeah, gotta try to fix that. But you know what? Let me do fitting something a little more Analogy old school. Let's go to FM8. Try this. Don't know if it's going to be good. We're going to try. A little more juice so I could hear what I'm doing. That could be good. I like the tone of it. Just want to hear how this came out. Bring that down. All right, that's good. I just got to add some cymbal swells, fix the lead melody in this, and we could call it a day on that one. I made this kind of like a burner track on there. The other one that I need to work on, which probably won't be tonight, but I'll give you a sneak peek of it, is, well, Hitano Village from Breath of the Wild, also almost done. I'm waiting on a friend of mine to lay down some guitar, hopefully when he gets off tour. Let me save this. Let me pull this up. Hopefully it's good. I haven't played with this one in a minute. All right. Let's pump this up just a little bit. Well, guys, this isn't like on TikTok, especially. This isn't whatchamacallit. This isn't like requests or playing to tracks. This is actual music production, step by step, how to do it, what we're working on, and how the process is. It's more of an educational thing than anything else. Not an educational thing because I'm sure I'm doing a lot of things wrong. But at the same time, hold on, let me get this there. While this is loading. I haven't heard this track in a minute. I forgot what I did to it, to actually be honest. I don't even know if it's mixed or even rough mixed at that. Well, something's bugging out on this thing. Anyway, you know what? I think we will call it for now because it is 6 p.m. Got to make Miss Wolf some dinner. And then we will be back later on for our regular streaming games. Of course, on Twitch, Wolfling Shadow Official, if you guys want to go there. I do warn you before, we have potty mouths. So I do warn you in advance. But we won't be streaming that on TikTok, so no worries there. All right, guys. Well, thank you anyway for joining me. I do appreciate y'all. Thanks for sticking with me throughout this whole thing, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.